So I was sitting here, I just got home, and I was thinking about some stuff that happened years ago and how some people do some pretty crappy stuff to other people. Well, I used to pull for this place called TSC Stores. Now it's called Pavy Mart. I think some of you guys know that already. But so I remember it was Christmas Eve about 8 or 9 years ago. And Ryder sent me in to take a load on Christmas Eve to their store in, what was that called? It was up north. I can't remember off the top of my head. It'll come back to me after. But it was a place that's has a pain in the butt receiver. And the guy never really liked me. And always used to give me a hard time because he always tried to be fancy and, show off with his forklift. And he'd end up putting his forks through the side of my trailer or almost hitting somebody, and I'd laugh at him and make fun of him. So I went to deliver to him, and this guy, sometimes he would always give you an attitude. Well, when I got there, I couldn't figure out why he had the dumpster blocking the dock. And it was snowing. So I got there and I backed into the parking lot, but I couldn't get into the dock. The dock was blocked by a dumpster. So I walked up there to say, "Can you move the dumpster?" And the guy said, "I'm sorry, we can't receive this load because somebody decided to drop the dumpster in the wrong spot, and you can't get into the dumpster into the dock because it's blocked by the dumpster." And I said, "I see that." I said, "Go take your forklift and move it over like you would any other time." He said, "Well, there's too much snow on the ground, and there's probably ice, and we're afraid that we're going to get stuck and then you won't be able to unload you." And I was like, wow, dude, I understand it's Christmas Eve. I don't want to be here just as much as you don't want me here. But that's okay. He goes, "Well, I guess I'm going to have to reject the load, or you're going to have to call your dispatch and tell them you're bringing it back." And I was like, you know what, dude? You want to be a pain in my ass? I'm going to be a pain in yours. So the dumpster was partially full of garbage. So I walked down and I sized it up, and I was like, walked up and I gave it a couple pushes, and you can move it a little bit. So I said to him, "Did I ever tell you I used to play football once upon a time?" The guy looked at me and said, "No." And I said, "You know what my most fun part was?" So I backed up a couple feet, lowered my shoulder down a little bit, and I ran right into the one side of the dumpster. Moved it a couple inches, at least 6 or 7 inches. And then I backed up and I did it to the back half again and again and again. And then finally I moved it over the few feet that it needed to be in order for me to get the truck in the dock. So then I removed the seal, opened the doors, put it in the dock, and that person at that store was some pissed off. And I mean, he was really pissed because he did not want to be receiving this load on Christmas Eve. And it was about 20 minutes to 5 when I first got there. So now it's about after 5, maybe about 5:15. And he has to take that load now. Once that trailer gets unsealed and it's in that door, in that dock, they have to receive it. So it was funny because that guy was some pissed off, and he never did that again. He just looked at me and says, "How the hell did you do that?" And I said, "Well, dude, I weigh over 400 pounds. And when you have that come running at you and hit you, you're going to move. That or my shoulder's going to give, one of the two." But it's quite comical, actually. You guys all have yourself a great day. I hope you enjoyed that story. I have lots like it, actually.